Hello again. Welcome to Verbling. Hi there. I'm still Teacher Oakley. Okay, in this class, we'll be having a casual conversation. Really, all speaking levels are welcome to join us. We're going to be sharing a little information about street food in our different cultures. So be prepared to use a little description in English. As always, hopefully in the conversation we'll pick up a little vocabulary, maybe learn a little bit about each other's cultures, and of course give feedback for any sentence structure problems or vocabulary. Talking food here, so a little description is in order. Okay, welcome to the class, Salvatore. Hello.
Thank you, Oakley. How are you?
I'm good. How are you today?
I'm fine, thank you. Thanks for asking.
Yeah, terrific. I'm glad you're here. I want to hear you talk about some of the great food where you live. I'm excited to hear about that.
Okay, thank you.
Also, I'm glad Cornelia you showed up too, because I want to hear what do you crazy Hungarians eat in the street. Looking forward to that. Hi, Cornell again.
Hi, Oakley. Hi, Salvatore, and Heidi.
Hello, hello.
See you again.
Good to see you again. And Heidi, great. We've got a nice wide range of cultures and countries. Hi, Heidi. Again.
Hello, nice to see you again.
Likewise.
Salvatore, is this a Duomo?
Yes, Heidi, Duomo of Milan.
Milan. Do you have
Yes.
exposition?
Yes, in May there will be the expo. The topic that Milan has chosen is about the food around the world.
Oh yeah, perfect, terrific, great. I really do wish I could go to this. I really do. This is an event I would love. Okay, and also let me quickly welcome Roberto. Hello, Roberto.
Hi, how are you?
I'm good. Thanks. And also, Max is with us. Hello, Max, again.
Hello, hello.
Hello, hello. Okay, we're talking food, specifically street food. Food you can buy on the street. Now, of course, there's many types of street foods. There's people with carts selling street food. Here in the Philippines, street food is awesome. You don't have to leave your house to get street food. And I don't care if you're not in the busy market district or the business district. In the normal residential neighborhood, you have people cruising around on bicycles selling you street food at all times, from the first thing in the morning until late at night, actually. But of course, we have different foods sold at different periods of the day. Street food is very, very prevalent and very much a part of life here in the Philippines, where I live now. Salvatore, how is street food sold there in Italy, in Milan, for example?
Sorry,
how do people?
Oakley, can you repeat the question because I can't hear the question.
Okay. How do people sell street food? On a cart on the street, with little kiosks, riding a bicycle around.
For example, in Italy, we have a street food when in a city or in a town there is a market. For example, in my town, I live 20 kilometers from Milan. In my town, there is a market 1 day per week, and in a market there is a shop on the street that sell variety of food.
Okay. So there's a specific place to go to buy street food. In
Yes,
other words.
there is a area where people go there 1 day per week, and there is a market.
Okay. I see. Uh, all right. Are people allowed to sell food on the street in other places? Is it illegal? Are there legal restrictions about that? You need a permit, for example.
Uh,
Or is it
mm,
illegal completely?
yes, you have the permission to sell the food on the street because it's more security to buy food in the shop, in my opinion, because you can't find any type of food on the street.
Yeah. Yeah. No, no, no. I understand your point, and it's a valid point. I'm thinking about Philippines. I can go bake some cookies, and I can go sell them on the street after class if I feel like it. There's no. It's perfectly normal to do so, actually. Uh,
Yeah,
anyway.
in Italy, I bought a lot of street food.
Uh-huh.
We have a pizza. Pizza is not a round shape; it's rectangle. So I ordered pizza. They cut to the one piece. Then they involved in the paper. I ate it working on the street. Or focaccia is like bread, between bread and pizza. Or arancino is like rice croquette.
Uh-huh.
Yes,
Very
yes.
delicious.
If the people have the own in a van or in a car, for example, when they sell the food on the street, it's easy to sell hot food.
Yes. Okay. In America, that's very common. You have to have a van with ovens and friolators and everything, grill right in the van, and they'll pull up near a park or the beach or something like that and sell food. That's very common. Okay. Cornell, how about in Hungary? Of course, in the winter, it's probably too cold for street food. Maybe I'm wrong. I don't know.
Yeah, regarding Hungary, there are both vegetables market and second-hand market, and conventional street food is in Hungary roasted sausage with mustard and bread. Yeah.
Great. I'm a big
And
fan.
of course, many people eat hot dog and hamburgers on the street as well. Yeah.
Okay. And when you go to if I wanted to buy, I don't know, what's a typical kind of sausage? Kielbasa or bratwurst or something like that?
Both.
I could find those. I love bratwurst. I had bratwurst for lunch yesterday, as a matter of fact. So if I want to buy a brat, how would it work? Is there a little kiosk? Would I go up to a window and order it, and they serve it to me on paper? Would there be someone with a cart? Explain an example if I want to buy bratwurst.
What?
Explain to me an example if I wanted to buy bratwurst, for example. Do I?
What was the last word?
I'm probably mispronouncing it.
Okay.
Bratwurst or bratwurst.
What does it mean? I don't know this word.
You don't know this? Okay. Bratwurst it's a sausage. It's white in color because it's a veal sausage. A little bit, but with spices. But anyway, say I wanted to buy a sausage, any sausage. Never mind,
Yeah.
bratwurst specifically. How would I do it?
Yeah, in general, Hungarian cuisine is very spicy. It is true regarding sausage and every meals in Hungary. So it is very spicy, and many foreign people don't like it. But
I love.
yeah, but it is very common in Hungary to spice every meal.
Okay. So how would I buy it? Would I buy it from somebody with a cart on the street? Would there be a store, a restaurant that would be having a window open to the street like
Yeah,
that?
yeah. It depends on a place. Place. For example, for example, on the market, yeah, there is a window, and you can buy something. For example, sausage or a hot dog or hamburgers. So yeah.
Okay, so that would be common. All right.
Yeah.
Is there any kind of street food in Hungary that I don't know about?
Mm, there is no any special.
Okay.
There is nothing special, regarding Spain, for example, tapas or baguette. So there is no any special one in Hungary, comparing
Okay.
it to Spain.
All right. Hmm. Okay. There must be something. All right. Heidi. Heidi, you've you can talk to me about Japan, or frankly, Heidi, I know that you're well traveled and you've probably tried street food in many, many
Yeah,
places.
yeah. For example, Philippines, banana queue, kamote queue.
Banana Q, absolutely. Very common. Strangely, you mentioned Banana Q. There was a program I recently watched about the safety of street food. Not that good.
Yeah, I
In the
had
Philippines.
my friend said, I want to eat banana queue. He said, you shouldn't buy in the street.
Actually, no. Actually, the one thing that was perfectly healthy to eat was banana Q. Uh, Many other things are, frankly, bordering on actually dangerous. Fish balls, things like that. Some things are disgusting. They'll have a cart with fish balls, and you use a toothpick. You actually pick them out of the boiling oil. You pick them yourself with a little wooden skewer. However, they're 1 peso each, however many you want. They'll have a variety of types. But then the people, it's disgusting. The people will dip them in sauce and then take a bite and then dip it in the sauce again, and then other people will dip it in the sauce. Ugh. No, thank you. It's like kissing 100 other people at the same time. Yuck. No, thank you. I do not eat fish balls. No, thank you. No way. Uh, but banana cues were surprisingly, amazingly quite healthy. Very low bacteria, extremely low bacteria count. Because you have to cook them in very, very hot oil, I assume.
Yeah, yeah. My friend said when he was a child, his mother always cooked banana queue. Then he brought to the school. He earned money.
Yeah, that would be typical. Everybody here sooner or later sells street food. It's funny in the Philippines. So everybody has an experience with it. There's so many people selling food on the street. It's crazy. Um, okay. Did you, Heidi, I have to ask, since you've been to the Philippines, did you ever try balut?
No, I can't.
Yeah.
I can't.
Yeah. Okay. Balut. What's very funny about here in the Philippines is there's different there's each type of street food is sold at a different time of the day, and each type of street food has a typical call or you know what they're selling. I can sit in my house and I know what they're selling, either because the way they announce themselves or the instrument. A bicycle horn with the little squeezy. Wah, wah, wah. He's selling bread. All right, Panda Sol, Panda Coco, coconut bread, Spanish bread, which is a cheese bread. He's selling bread. Those guys come around all morning and until the afternoon. Toyo. First thing in the morning, he's selling a tofu. He has two pails on a stick that balance each other out. And he'll put the pails down and he'll scoop you out a tofu type. It's like almost like hot yogurt. But it's tofu. And then in the other bucket, he's got syrup, and he'll scoop some syrup onto it and give you a plastic cup and a straw, and you kind of drink it, but it's warm. Typical for morning. They're gone. By 9 in the morning, they're gone. You won't see those guys the rest of the day. Balut, which I'm talking to Heidi about, is a fertilized duck egg. A boiled duck egg with a baby duck in it, with its little baby duck mouth, baby duck eyes staring at you.
And a feather.
Feathers, little tiny baby duck feathers.
Okay, did you eat it?
I tried it, and even just to make sure I really didn't like it, I tried it twice. Yeah, it's hard to eat. It takes a little bit of I don't know. It's like going on one of those game shows with the, eat the weird things. Anyway, they only sell balut after dark, and no surprise there, because you'd only want to eat balut after dark when you can't really see. Sometimes you can find it in a marketplace during the day, but the ones that they ride around on a bicycle, and they have a basket with the eggs attached to the bicycle, and they say, it's like a wolf howl or something. Baloo, Baloo. Very deep voice, like a howling sound. Anyway, it's true, right? Heidi, you probably heard that. It's kind of funny.
I hate it.
Yeah, but you didn't try it.
Before I found mango sushi.
Mango what?
Mango sushi. Sushi, kind of sushi roll sushi. And inside is mango, orange. I was surprised.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't really know that one. That's wild. Okay. Mango is very famous. Green mango, unripe, very sour, and you have a kind of paste made out of shrimp and garlic, and ginger.
But bad smell.
But yeah, it smells terrible. But you combine the sour mango, the fresh mango, and this shrimp paste, which like it's fermented shrimp.
Fermented, yes, very bad smell.
That's right. It smells like it's going rotten because it is. And you eat them together. It's really good. I like it anyway. I like that one a lot. Anyway, every different kind of vendor has a different call. It's amazing. It's crazy. It's fun though. Okay. Roberto, where are you from again?
I'm from Madrid, Spain.
From Spain? Okay. Well, we all know about tapas, or many people know about tapas. So many different kinds of tapas. What kind of tapas do they have in your area, Roberto?
In my area, I think the name is pinchos.
Oh, what's that?
Pincho is like sandwich, little sandwich about many food. The
depend of your imagination for doing the the sandwich.
I ate it.
Okay. Oh, it's up to your imagination. Well, that's scary.
Yes, it's
Okay.
yes.
What kinds of things?
Like
Pork.
open sandwich.
Okay.
Then each piece has toothpicks. Then after eating, they count the toothpicks.
Oh, toothpicks.
Yeah.
Okay.
How many you eat or like that?
Oh, okay. Interesting. And all right, it's up to your imagination, Roberto. I don't know. I have a pretty wild imagination. What kinds of pork, chicken, beef, vegetarian, everything?
Yes,
Fish?
everything. You can do whatever you want. It's a sandwich with bread, and you can put whatever you want into the bread.
Okay. Are there normally condiments? Things like ketchup, mustard, mayonnaise, oil and vinegar, hot sauce. These things are condiments.
Uh, no, hot sauce is not probably hot sauce.
But
Here, not hot
okay.
sauce.
But other things, other condiments, mayonnaise
Uh,
or mustard or such.
no, master. I don't know the name of it in English, but like sometimes tomato sausage or mutard, maybe. I don't know.
Okay, mutard and mustard in English. All right. Or ketchup or mayonnaise or aioli, which is garlic mayonnaise. Okay. Just wondering. All right. How big are they? They're like little on a roll like that
Uh,
size.
Sorry, can you repeat, please? Can you?
How big are they? Are they just
Like
basically on a
No,
roll?
it's little. It's little. It's sometimes depend of the area. For example, in Asturias, it's usually be free with you drink something or something, and usually it's free. But in other areas in Spain, you have to pay, and other areas to pay too much for this.
Yeah. Okay. That's funny. All right. Does anybody have all you can eat tapas? That's what I want to do. All you can eat. Roberto, do you ever have all you can eat food in restaurants in Spain?
Can you repeat, please? Sorry.
I'm wondering if you have all you can eat. You pay one price and you eat until you're through eating as much as you want. All you can eat. All you can eat restaurants, all you can eat whatever, buffet. Whatever. It's a kind of a marketing thing. It's really not street food, more restaurants type places. Perhaps borderline street food, perhaps in a buffet in a cafe or something. All you can eat means you pay one price. All right, I give you 20 euros and I can sit here and eat as much as I possibly can. Does anybody do that? No. Maybe they don't do that.
maybe you need to pay entrance fee, and after that you can eat anything.
That's pretty much what it is, an entrance fee. That's right.
Yeah, and it is reasonable because we were in Belfast, and there is a Chinese restaurant, and and there is a fixed rate, and we can eat everything. Yeah.
Yeah, and Chinese restaurants do this.
Yeah.
Yeah, Chinese restaurants. This is typical for a Chinese restaurant. Absolutely. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, it's kind of fun. Okay, not necessarily street food though. Not so much. Max, is there any street food where you live? Probably not.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
there
think
is.
we have some kind of.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, in my small town, it's not so popular.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Because you live in a smaller town. But does it even
Yeah,
exist? What is it?
we have. I can buy some kind of how I can know. It's like meat.
Okay. Yes. Of course, in the English,
Yeah,
meat is, you could be talking about anything.
yeah, a
Could
lot of
mean
stuff.
meat from a cow. You could mean meat from a squirrel. You could mean meat from a lizard. Meat is a general word. So, what do you mean?
Okay.
Like barbecue?
Yeah, some kind of barbecue.
Cooked on a fire, on an open
Yeah,
fire?
and I was so curious about some kind of Russian words. I thought it's Russian words, but actually it's not. You said kiosk. In Russian we say it kiosk.
Kiosk.
Yeah, ki yeah, kiosk,
That's right. That's how you say it in English as well. Kiosk.
kiosk, kiosk. Yeah, I was uh, I was thinking through and trying to find some kind of root words with that, and
Ooh.
I couldn't because it's not Russian word.
I don't
As
think it's an English word either. I think maybe it's from Arabic, or I don't know where that word is from, to be
yeah,
honest.
okay. If more biggest city than mine, um, it's street food is so popular. Recently I was in Novosibirsk, and on the other kern I I can buy some kind of street food.
On the corner.
Corner, oh sorry, on the
Yeah.
other corner I can buy.
Okay, on every corner you can buy street food.
On every corner I could buy. Okay.
That's it.
And it's like more Asian food. I
Oh,
don't know
really?
why. Yeah, it's maybe you heard this name. How can I name? Sorry, on my tongue.
Come soon.
Shawarma.
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 Oh yeah,
Yeah, shawarma.
it's
It's
quite popular here, actually.
yeah, in Russia it's become more popular. Yeah, shawarma. And
Right.
you saved me. I don't need more to explain what is it, what it is,
Oh,
and how
you
to
want me to
make
save
it.
you? Okay.
You saved my day.
Yeah, shawarma is quite unique. You cook. Do you have chicken shawarma? Sometimes beef and chicken.
Yeah,
Uh,
chicken and beef. It's
right.
up to you.
It's on a rotisserie, by the way. Okay. Anything that is gonna turn your meat either this way, spinning it around, or in the case of shawarma, it's on the vertical axis. Axis. Um,
Rotten.
right. It spins it around, and the heat comes from one side, and so evenly cooks the meat. Some kind of fat on the top to drip down, give it flavor, and they cut off the very outside to make a kind of a
Yeah.
sandwich, flatbread.
After that,
Yeah.
they take usually take flat bread. How to name this piece of bread? Flat
Yeah,
bread.
flatbread. Yeah, that'll work.
Okay. And put this meat on this flat bread piece of tomatoes. I don't know.
Yeah,
A lot
tomato,
of stuff, really. It's like mix
tomatoes,
of a lot of
onions,
stuff.
lettuce,
Uh,
cheese.
cheese. Uh,
Do they in Russia? Do they ask if you want it spicy?
yes, it's like extra money.
Oh, oh, really?
Yeah, some kind of.
Okay.
If you want to have some piece of ketchup, it's extra money. If you have to, yeah, if you have to
No. Oh
double
no.
meat, of course it's extra money. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, double
Very,
meat.
very,
Yeah.
very flexible.
Very flexible, but you pay. Okay. Yeah, they always ask if you want it spicy, and they have some extra spicy sauce or some kind of mayonnaise or something they use here. Yeah, shawarma is very, very popular here as well. Uh, shawarma is one of those things, though. It can be like or it can be really good. So you have to know the shawarma. You have to know which one to go to. It's not like just shawarma. There's good and bad, or
Yeah,
it's
it
really good and
depends on
yeah,
who made it.
it totally
Who made,
does. Absolutely,
who made it.
totally agree. Yeah. Okay. Shawarma stand. Okay. Ken, do you ever
Yes.
have street food?
Yes. My city is a bit special, actually, in terms of street food. Because the other city of Japan, street are kind of push car vendor, many in my city. But
Very good.
it was regulated in the other city for the hygiene regulation and traffic law. But I don't know, for some reasons, these vendors survived even after that. So my city, these street car vendors, it's not the automobile car, it's a car, human, human, draw. Yeah, it's a very old style, and and so it became a tourist attraction here. So
Uh-huh.
city, how can I say, exceptionally admitted these kind of vendors, but it's a gray zone because it could be, I think it's illegal, but and it's sometimes friction happens around surrounding neighbors because it covers sidewalks, so uh, walker cannot walk sidewalks, or bathroom problem, and yeah, or noisy problem, or so maybe 1990 city began to show the criteria, and these street vendor needs to have a license, and that license cannot give other people, just can give their siblings only.
Okay. It's
Yeah,
non-transferable. It's how we
yeah.
say that. You can't transfer your license. Okay.
And newly opened push car vendor won't be permitted, won't be allowed. So
Ah.
same
Okay.
same number. But
All right. So if you want to be a push cart vendor, you have to wait for someone to die.
or maybe siblings or something like that. But some shops are very people go since it is a tourist attraction, and not only that, but also local people go there after they drink at the bar. It's just mainly it's just beside the entertainment district here, the beside
Yeah.
the river of downtown. So a lot of people go there, and the variety of food available from ramen noodle to steak. Or I heard street cart vendor bar.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so a lot of difference. And sashimi, or such kind of Japanese and Western foods too. So uh, So kind of a bit special city in Japan in terms of street vendor, pushcart vendor. Yeah.
Interesting. Yeah, in the bar. See, that's interesting. In the Philippines, you have sometimes old men, sometimes women, sometimes little kids sell you quail eggs, little tiny boiled eggs,
Mm-hmm.
or a bag of peanuts, just a little,
Right.
about this big bag of peanuts for 10 pesos, like 25 cents American. And there, you can sit in a bar, and about every half an hour, either a kid or maybe it's a guy, and he's got different kinds of cucumbers, believe it or not. And okay, yeah, I'll give you 20 pesos for for a cucumber. He'll peel the cucumber, he'll chop it up really fast, really thin, and he'll mix it with vinegar, with hot peppers and garlic. Mix it up, and he'll give you a couple toothpicks. You can eat the cucumbers while you're sitting in a bar. So these outside vendors periodically come wandering into each bar. They just do a route. So we're just sitting in a bar having a beer every half an hour, every 20 minutes, we're going to be approached by a couple vendors. So
Yeah, I know what you mean.
you make like no effort whatsoever.
Maybe that's not happen there. Maybe yeah, but kind of to solve the problem of bathroom, they city built a bathroom or they have their own, how can I say, tap to use water.
Yeah,
Because
right.
they bring the water in a bucket or something, but nowadays a tap are available in that area.
Sure.
So yes.
Which makes sense. Absolutely. Okay. Okay.
Kind of regulation is strict in Japan, so
right.
Kind of, but maybe for some reasons this kind of type of business survived in my city.
Yeah. Interesting. Yeah, in the Philippines there are no restrictions at all. Salvatore, back to you. You didn't really get to explain any of the wonderful street foods that I can buy. I know about gelato. Okay. What other things can I? And Heidi described some.
Yes.
What are some other things I can buy? Street food.
Yes, you can find on the street. You can find easy pizza or focaccia and some kind of cake too. There is it is easy to find sweet on the street.
Sweets.
Sweet, yes.
Sweet things. Okay. How about barbecue? Is there any kind of barbecue going around?
Barbecue?
Yeah.
Meat, what do you mean barbecue?
Okay, well that's basic. In general, any kind of, doesn't even have to be meat. It can be vegetables, but anything cooked over an open fire on a grill over the fire.
Okay, yes. Yes, yes. You can find barbecue. For example, if you want to take, we call it panino with meat. It's a sandwich. You can find the meat that make on the barbecue.
Okay. I've got it. I'm getting so hungry. Here in the Philippines, you have basically every street has somebody that barbecues. Again, just some ordinary family that sells barbecue at night. Barbecue always starts at night, never in the day. But there's 4 or 5 fundamental things that you can get in a Philippines barbecue, and really only 1 or 2 of them are something I'd eat. You can get hot dogs, first of all. You can get barbecue pork on a stick, which is also delicious. You can get pork livers, which for some reason is in the shape of half moons on a stick, which is I no for me. Another no for me. Chicken intestines. If you know what intestines are,
Yes.
the inside of a chicken, which somebody painstakingly has taken a lot of time to
so
put on a stick, like folded back and forth, skewered in the stick, so it's like perfect back and forth, even, totally even shape. Anyway, I'm not going to eat intestines if I can possibly avoid it for myself. And the other one is chicken feet. They'll give you 3 chicken feet on a stick, and they'll barbecue that for you. Yummy. Which I don't even understand. I've had chicken feet before, and there's so little tiny amount of meat, and you have to really, like a squirrel or something, try to pick the meat out. There's really nothing there. It's weird. So, Salvatore, is there any really strange street food? Anything kind of weird? Like chicken
strange
feet?
food. Let me think. Mm,
Some
I don't.
eyeballs?
No, no, I don't think so. Strange food on the street in Italy.
Okay.
We people sell chicken on the street too in Italy, but not strange food. I don't remember the type of strange food that they sell in Italy on the street.
Okay. All right, fair enough. Just good food, nothing weird. Is it expensive or is it cheap compared to whatever?
It's
Yeah.
it's cheaper to buy street food than food on the shop in the shop.
Yeah. Okay. Same here in the Philippines. In the United States, of course, it's ridiculous. You can buy street food. You can buy a hot dog for like $3 or $3.50, but of course, you can buy 12 hot dogs in the store for $1.50. So it's like really much more expensive. It's good, but the street food in the United States has to be really good, or no one would buy it because it's really quite expensive compared to if you just bought it yourself and cooked it yourself in a store. But like you said, in the Philippines, it's actually cheaper to buy it on the street than it is to buy it in a supermarket. I don't know why. It's kind of weird. Cornell, how about in Hungary? Is street food cheap or expensive or average?
Um, every option every option is true. It depends on a place. There is the largest lake in Central Europe, in Hungary. It is Lake Balaton, and beside Lake Balaton, everything is very expensive. But it is common in other countries as well. So, and street food in Hungary is a reasonable price. But in Budapest is a capital of Hungary, is a bit higher than other places in Hungary. And I would like to add another unique street food which comes from Hungary. There is no any English word for it. It is language in Hungary, and I can give you a link to the chat box, and you can check it. It is a Hungarian food, and it is a bit fatty, but it is very tasty.
Oh yeah, that looks like a heart attack ready to happen. Okay. Dough flour.
Yeah, it is a typical street food in Hungary, beside Lake Balaton.
Ah, okay. Interesting. Oh, okay. Oh, it looks good. Oh yeah, I'd eat something like that for sure. Okay. Thanks for sharing that. Um, that actually looks good. They you know, for Americans, there's street food, and then there's another kind of food, which is related but not street food. This may sound weird, but there's something else called fair food in the United States, which is different than street food. If you go to a fair, which are not like an amusement park, which is a fixed structure, it's always there, but a fair is temporary, maybe 2 weeks, a harvest fair. There'll be contests, there'll be rides, they set up carnival rides, a carnival or a fair. A totally separate genre of food is fair food. This langos, which Cornell has shared, if you check it out, we have something called fried dough, which is a sweet. It looks exactly the same, to tell you the truth, but it's sweet and it's served with powdered sugar. But the only place to find fried dough is in a fair. You have to go to a fair in order to actually eat this. And sausage with green peppers and onions is common fair food. Of course, they still have hamburgers and hot dogs and French fries, but there's a few types of weird things like fried Twinkies. You're only going to find these in a fair, really. They remind me of that. Okay. Anyway. Heidi. Heidi, how about in your area? Ken was describing in his area in Japan.
Osaka is very famous for street food. There are many vendors on the street.
Really? Okay. And
Takoyaki, maybe you know takoyaki. Even the Filipinos, it's takoyaki Philippines. But taste is much different.
Yeah, right.
Takoyaki is like shape is ball, like a ping pong ball or
oh yes.
and inside octopus inside.
Okay.
Octopus and some another ingredient, and put the sauce to eat it. Or okonomiyaki or ikayaki. Ikayaki is squid. Squid. They fried on the steel sheet, but it's kind of iron. Even the upper side, there are another iron sheet. Then they push and press like iron.
Interesting. They squish it together?
Yes. Yes.
Okay. Squish. When you press something together, there's another word.
Squid and egg mixed and pressed like pressure.
Okay.
It's very thin, like paper.
Ah, okay. What is it called? I can't remember what it's called. It's a funny name, but they actually have a special device for this, which I never saw before I came to the Philippines. They have a special device where it's basically like a ham and cheese sandwich, but they squish it when they cook it.
Yes.
So it's just like flat.
Very flat. Yes.
Here in the in the Philippines, they call these flying saucers.
Oh.
Go get us a couple flying saucers. They're really delicious. They're really yummy.
Delicious, very delicious.
Yeah. Yeah, they're cheap, but yeah, those are cool. Okay, but of course we all know that in Japan we all know sashimi is very famous, but nobody sells sushi or sashimi on the street, of course. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that would be risky. to say the least. Right. Okay. Is street food inexpensive or expensive? Or
But quite cheap.
average?
Yeah, quite cheap.
Quite cheap?
Yeah.
Who buys street food? Tourists, regular office people, children, everybody.
Maybe tourists. There are many tourists came from the world nowadays, and even from countryside of Japan. So that street is very famous, very colorful signboard.
Yeah. It's just the areas here in the Philippines where there are actual like street cart vendors, they have their own specific areas. As soon as school lets out, they are just all you see is school uniforms. The school children have their snacks, get street food after school. Very common. Does that happen in Japan? See a sea of uniforms after school, while getting street. Not only that, but they have you just nobody. If you do not go to McDonald's in this country at 3 o'clock in the afternoon. It's just crazy because it's going to be packed with high school students and university.
Many times, many cases, in front of high school, there are small restaurant, very cheap restaurant. So high school students, after some sports, they go to that place to eat a lot of things.
Yeah, every school here in the Philippines, there will be small shops selling food. There will be street vendors outside when they get out of school. Yeah, they're definitely all over that market here, for sure. Okay, Roberto, back to you. What is your total favorite, all-time favorite street food ever?
Sorry, but I understand you. Sorry.
What is your favorite street food?
Favorite. I think I like pizza very much.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Do you have any kind of street food that you will not eat?
Yes, there are there's food which I don't like. The name in English, chestnut, maybe. It's
Chestnut?
a chestnut. Yes.
Really?
I don't
You
know.
don't like? Oh. Okay. You don't like chestnuts? Really?
No, I don't. I don't like. I don't like. And I think it's very expensive.
Yeah.
Okay, here 10 chestnuts for 3 euros. It's very expensive. It's
Oh,
ridiculous.
wow. Yeah, okay. That is kind of ridiculous. Yeah. Excuse me. In the United States, I have a question. Do people ever eat peanuts, Roberto, in Spain?
Peanuts.
Yeah. Speaking of chestnuts. Peanuts. Peanuts.
Peanuts. Yes, yes, yes. What is the question?
Do people eat peanuts?
Here in Spain.
Yeah.
Yes, yes. People eat peanuts for example, with the food of McDonald's, the Sunday is with peanuts sometimes. You
Oh,
understand me?
okay.
The
Yeah.
ice cream of
Ice
McDonald's.
cream.
Yes, yes, peanuts but here notice
Alright.
like you need like United Kingdom with the peanut of butter. Here
Peanut
is
butter.
not. Yes, yes, it's not. Is okay. There is peanut butter here in Spain, but people don't used to eat too much.
Yeah. Americans eat a lot of peanut butter. But when Americans eat peanuts, just peanuts, it's very common, like in a baseball game or sometimes as a bar snack, a drinking snack, to eat roasted peanuts. It's very common. You have to crack the shell, eat the nuts out of the shell. Very normal. In a baseball game, you can buy bags of peanuts, for example. Very weird. In the Philippines, they don't roast them. They steam them. So it's kind of weird. It's totally different flavor. They taste more like beans, which in fact peanuts are. They're not really a nut. They grow in the ground, not in a tree. But anyway, it's kind of weird. They don't roast them here. Ken, do Japanese people eat peanuts?
Yes, and this area, Nagasaki area, eat boiled peanuts, but it's not common. Usually, peanuts kind of, how can I say, like coffee beans.
Roasted.
Roasted, yes. Roasted peanuts, yeah, or sugar-coated peanuts, or yeah, something like that. But I really found very good flavored sugar-coated almond snack in America, but I forgot the brand. I like it. I want to eat that again. Yeah.
Yeah, I love eating peanuts, and I commonly buy them as street food. They seem fairly safe. In any case, hello, Nader. Kind of a late entry. Hi, Nader. We roast him. Oh, okay, them. Whew. Okay. Yeah. You roast them as well. All right. Well, they're crunchy and good, and it brings out the sugars. You know what? That's why you roast things, is to bring out the sugars, to make them more sweet. If you boil them, then you're actually keeping in the nutrients. If you boil or steam things. Anyway, I don't know what that has to do with anything. Okay. Anyway, thank you, everyone. I'm just about out of time. I want to highly recommend that everyone goes to visit Salvatore. Everyone should go to Milan for the expo. When is the expo again, Salvatore?
It started in May and to continue through October.
Okay, so there you go, everyone. Make your travel plans now. Yes, if you like food, if you enjoyed the class, then go to Milan. There you go. Thanks, everyone. I'll see you again soon.
Thank you, Oakley. Thank you.
Thank
Bye,
you for
everybody.